The power of responsibility forge your strength. Do you feel like life isn't going the way you wanted? Like you're just not where you're supposed to be? Maybe it's your job, your relationships, or even who you are as a person. It's easy to feel stuck, as if the universe has conspired against you. And what's the first thing we tend to do when faced with this frustration? We blame. It's the circumstances, it's the people around us, it's my upbringing, my environment, or bad luck. But stop for a moment and take a good, hard look in the mirror. Let me ask you something. Who's really responsible for your life? The real truth, and it may be hard to hear, is this. Your life is your responsibility. If it's not going the way you want, there's no one else to blame but you. This isn't to criticize or tear you down. This is to empower you. Because here's the good news. If you take responsibility for your life, you gain the ability to change it. Not overnight, not easily, but step by step, decision by decision. So let today be the day you stop blaming external forces and take full ownership of your journey. Taking responsibility might sound daunting at first, a little unfair even. After all, life sometimes throws us challenges we didn't choose, hardships we didn't ask for. But taking responsibility doesn't mean controlling everything that happens to you. It means controlling how you respond to what happens. When you own your choices, your emotions, and your mindset, you start building real power. Waiting for someone else to fix your problems will only leave you feeling stuck. But when you take charge of your circumstances, you stop hoping for external rescue and start becoming your own solution. Think about any successful person you admire. Do you believe their journey was obstacle-free? Of course not. They've all faced struggles. But what separates them isn't luck or privilege. It's the ability to say, "This is my life, and I am responsible for what I do with it." That single mindset shift is the beginning of transformation. Let's talk about being stuck, because it's a heavy feeling. There's frustration, the self-pity, the why me moments. Maybe you feel like you're running in circles, making no progress. It's draining, right? You start to wonder if things will ever change. Here's the tough part to accept. Those emotions, frustration and self-pity, can trap you. They become excuses, a reason not to try. But the longer you stay in that mindset, the deeper the rut becomes. Inaction doesn't resolve pain. It deepens it. But what if we looked at pain differently? What if those challenges, those moments that make you feel stuck, were actually opportunities? Opportunities to test your strength, to build resilience, to grow. Your problem isn't the pain, it's how you think about the pain. Pain, discomfort, hardship, they have one of two effects. They either weaken you or they forge you into something stronger. The path you take depends entirely on your response. Every successful person you hear about has experienced moments of profound struggle. Think about it. No great storyteller ever says, "Everything in my life went perfectly, and I achieved greatness with no setbacks." That's not a hero's journey. A hero is made in the fire of adversity. So, the next time life gets tough, instead of asking, "Why me?" try asking, "How can I grow from this?" Because pain has one hidden gift. It forces transformation. It sheds light on what's holding you back and pushes you to adapt, to rise above. It's not easy. It's supposed to hurt. But growth, real growth, happens when you step into that discomfort instead of running away from it. Now, what happens if you choose not to act? What if you let the pain control you instead of using it as fuel? The answer is simple. Someone or something else will. When you avoid responsibility for your life, you hand over control to the world, the system, the people around you, your circumstances. And do you think they'll make decisions to prioritize your growth, your goals, and your happiness? Of course not. If you don't step up and take control of your life, you'll live one dictated by external forces, swayed by whatever comes your way. Maybe today that sounds easier. It's less work than taking ownership. But over time, this leads to the ultimate regret. You'll look back and realize you lived a life controlled by everyone but yourself. That's far more painful than the temporary discomfort of embracing responsibility now. So how do you shift your mindset and take charge of your life? It starts with one word: control. Not control of everything outside of you, that's impossible, but control of what's inside of you: your thoughts, actions, decisions, and habits. The first step: stop blaming external factors for your situation. Refocus your energy on what you can change instead of obsessing over the things you can't. Sure, maybe you didn't choose where you started in life, but you absolutely have a say in where you go from here. Ask yourself this: what's one thing I can take charge of today? Maybe it's your attitude toward a challenge you've been avoiding. Maybe it's finally starting that project you've been putting off. It doesn't have to be huge. What matters is that you take action no matter how small. This next part is critical. Once you've embraced responsibility, the focus shifts to building who you are, your character. This is where strength is forged. Life isn't about avoiding stress or difficulty. It's about becoming the kind of person who can face those things head on without breaking. To do this, you have to challenge yourself daily. Identify the areas in your life where you're taking the easy road and intentionally choose the harder, more rewarding path. Discipline is key here. Building a strong character means doing what needs to be done, not just what feels good in the moment. Whether it's committing to your goals or standing firm in your values, your choices will shape the person you become. Small, consistent actions are your building blocks. Want to be stronger physically? Start a simple exercise routine. Want to be more disciplined? Create a daily habit that tests your willpower. Over time, these small wins add up, and before you know it, you've transformed. Here's something you must confront: excuses. I don't have time. It's not my fault. I'll do it later. Sound familiar? These are the stories we tell ourselves to avoid discomfort. But guess what? They're also the chains that keep us stuck. If you keep waiting for the perfect time or the perfect conditions, you'll wait forever. Change doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who start, even when it's hard, even when life isn't perfect. Start small, start scared, start unsure, but start. Because every step you take forward breaks another excuse. Hardships separate people into two groups: those who let difficulty break them and those who let it make them stronger. Which one will you be? When faced with adversity, do you wilt or rise? Do you give up or dig deeper? Strength isn't built in easy moments, it's built in the fire. The people who emerge stronger are the ones who refuse to quit, who choose growth even when it hurts. Remember this: the weak break, the strong, they grow. Every discomfort, every challenge, every obstacle is an opportunity to choose strength. So here's the final question: are you ready to take responsibility for your life? Are you ready to stop waiting for change and start being the change? Yes, it's hard work. Yes, it's uncomfortable. But it's also the most rewarding journey you'll ever take. No one can do it for you. This is your life, your story, and your responsibility. So start today. Take one step, any step, toward the person you want to become. Stop feeling sorry for yourself, stop making excuses, and stop waiting. Strength isn't given. It's forged through effort and resolve. Remember, the weak break, but the strong grow. It's time to grow, will you? Write in the comments, what first step will you take today?